Up, y'all? J Ray's the barber. Said it's been a lot going on this week. We're gonna jump right into it. My man gonna be getting a high temp today. Wavelength up top. I'm cutting the top down to a 1.5. I did make this a full length tutorial, so I ain't really speed too much of it up, so it's gonna be a lot easier for you to follow through. And then we're gonna go ahead and start this temp off. We're gonna start in with our bar line. And our first initial guideline is going to be the lever halfway open on our adjustable clippers. We're going up probably about 1/4 of an inch. She doesn't have much of a fade round, so we ain't taking that first guideline up too far. We close the lever and blend out that bottom line. Like I said, man, my steps are so easy to follow along with. You know, once you master the steps and have them implanted in your head and you start putting it onto a canvas, it's going to be so much easier. Now you got the one guard closed, and we're going up probably about another 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 of an inch. And you can see his hair grows in multiple different directions right there. So cutting the guideline and getting a strong guideline in on this side of the head is pretty hard. So you got to cut the hair at the angles that it grows. Now I put my 1/2 guard on, close the lever, and we're going to blend out that second guideline. And as you can see, when it comes to blending, we got to blend against the grain of the hair. And you can see the hair right there is growing back towards his head, his ear. And in the front, his head grows down towards his chin or his cheekbones. And I took the guard off and opened up my lever all the way just to clean up that line a little bit more. And I go in with my 1.5 guard to blend up the bulk of the hair. And I probably could have left the blend like this, but there's a couple dark spots in there that, we're going to try to blend in. Most barbers would have just left it as it is right now. It's a decent blend. You gotta pay attention to the details, man. Details matter. We're gonna go in with our one guard open. We're gonna go with the grain right now of the hair just to soften up that blend. Now we're going back against the grain to just blend up the hair a little bit more right underneath where we left off with that 1.5 guard. Just try and blend them dark spots in. Close the lever right underneath where you left off with the lever open. It's all about detail work, man. Like I said, I could have left that blend how it is right there. The details matter. And as you understand the way the hair grows and the different textures, the different styles, you'll come accustomed to the different ways of cutting the hair with the grain, against the grain, you know. Over time, it gets easier and easier and easier. Look at that, it's a good blend. I'm gonna take you to the other side. What you do on one side, you do to the other. So I'm starting with my bald line. And I ain't speed it up. I just kind of wanted to give y'all a full length tutorial this time, so it'd be easier for you to follow through it. It's a little bit longer, but it ain't that long. A little 22 minutes. And first guideline, level halfway open. We're going up about 1/4 of an inch. And then close it. And blend out that bottom line. And what you do to one side of the head, you do to the other side of the head. Never switch your steps up. Once you learn the different techniques, you're going to learn different steps and styles of cutting hair, and then you can just have fun with it. But when you first learning, stick to one set of steps, so that way you can master it and then finally learn some new steps. Now we got our one guard on, going up about another 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. That's our second guideline. Now we're blending that out with the half guard. And go ahead and put our 1.5 guard on, and we're gonna blend out the bulk of the hair. Take the one guard on and open up the lever. We're gonna go with the grain to soften up the blend a little bit. Just that one spot right there that just doesn't want to blend out. Close the lever halfway. You're going to get them stubborn hairs that just don't want to blend. You just got to keep attacking that spot and then work your way down the blade scale. If the one guard closes and taking it out, then you'll put your half guard on. And if the half guard don't take it out, you'll come down to your lever open, no guard. But it's all about detail work, man. Just folks, pay attention to the details. The small things matter. I put my half guard on open. I'm still attacking at the same spot. And right now we're just detailing the blend. Close the lever. And then I check the other side to make sure the blend isn't going up higher on one side, making sure the blend is consistent on both sides of the head. And then in the back, we do the same thing, same steps. But in the back, I do more so like a rounded bald line. It gives it more of like a burst look in the neck taper area. Take your lever halfway open, no guard, And we're going up probably about a half of an inch because he got a bigger fade round in the back of his head. We're going to close the level and blend out that bottom line. Yeah, you know the steps, man. One guard on, close, going up probably about an inch. Now, put our half guard on, level close, and blend out that second guideline. And as you can see, his hair grows in multiple different directions, so you got to cut the hair in multiple different directions so it'll blend in properly. Go ahead and put our 1.5 guard on, blend out the bulk of the hair. And a neck taper, you never want to go above that occipital bone area. If you're doing a high temp in the back and you're doing a neck taper, you never want to blend the hair up above that occipital bone, because if you go up above that occipital bone, it's going to turn into a fade. You're going to have to reconstruct the entire haircut. So always remember, never go above that occipital bone when you're doing a neck taper on the back. Here we go in with our one guard open. I'm going to soften up that blend. And we still got the one guard open. Blending against the grain of the hair. You see I'm constantly combing the hair back down, because every time you blend up, it knocks some of the hair out the way that needs to be blended. So constantly comb the hair back down while you blend it. Level close. Looks like a good blend, but we still got some detail work to do. Put the half guard on open. Level all the way close. Right here, we just doing some detail work, man. It's a very good blend, man. Very good blend. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay his hair down with some Nairobi wrapping lotion. And when I get a waver or somebody that get their hair cut down, I always use Nairobi and I brush it in the hair, so and I put a do-rag on them so the hair lay down real good. It just adds an extra pop to the haircut. Most people, they don't do that, and I spray my Tresemme hold spray on it just to make the hair lay down a little bit extra. And your clients will respect you. Your clients will respect you more for, taking your time to add this extra service on. I don't charge no more for this, even though I should, but your clients will respect you and value your haircut services way more for taking your time to lay their hair down like this, because I done had him personally, he'll send a picture to his homeboys or whatever and be like, well, Bobby, put a do-rag on and lay your hair down. Your clients value that, man. I take my one guard on and I close the lever and I lay down that front hairline. Now we're just gonna go right into the shape up, man. Always start from the middle and work your way to the weak side, and you match the strong side with the weak side. And always constantly keep brushing that hair down, especially with wavers, because every time you touch that line, you're gonna knock some hair back up into the shape up. You want a shape bust that don't move. When he go home and brush his hair, you want to make sure that shape up still won't stay there. And you don't need zero gap trimmers, man. Especially if you're heavy handed, man. Because me, I used to zero gap my trimmers and I would have clients coming back with bruises. So just take your time on the lineup, man. I'm going with my Topic hair fibers and I'm using a dark brown. I use a dark brown hair fibers because it sprays and it lays down on almost all hair colors, and it looks natural. I don't use any dye, I don't use any paint. I like that more natural look. So I always go for hair fibers. Hair fibers win every time for me. Spray a little Tresemme hold spray on there so it'll stick. Dry it off. I'm gonna go back in and reattack that line. Then we're gonna go in with our razor. And that's a good blend, good shape up. And just give it that extra pop. You want your razor to be at a 45-degree angle and stretch the skin as far as possible so the blade just glides across it. You know, I clean up that excess product off of the skin. Razor work, man. Once you get nice with that razor, your client's gonna love you. I'm telling you. And if you never used a razor before and you're scared to use it and you don't want to nip your clients, practice on a balloon. Go to the dollar store, buy a pack of balloons, and buy some shaving gel. Draw a little face on the balloon with the markers and shave the face off with some shaving gel and a razor. And if you pop that balloon, you know you cut your client. Now this is what he came in the shop looking like. And you know we about to change his life, man. Came in there looking rough, but wait till you see the finished product, man. I take pride in what I do. You should too. And that's what he left looking like, man. Smile on his face, man. Happy. Good day. It's always a good day once you leave J Red's chair, man. Good neck table. Good temp on the sides. Sharp shape up. Man, you can't go wrong. Man, let me know what you think I could do better. What you want to see. What kind of haircut you want to see next. Comment, like, share, subscribe. If you know somebody want to learn how to cut hair, man, send them to me. We're going to get you right. And that's what he left looking like, man. It's J Red's the barber, man. I'm signing out.